Alright, let's go.
Alright, so, hi, I'm Kevin, and this poem I'm about to do is more of a rant than anything else, but whatever. The subject is a little close to my heart. Growing up with a bunch of fat friends and kind of the realization of their social injustice in a lot of situations really agitated with me, and I was empathetic towards that. So this kind of comes out of the years of that. And 1 second. All right, here we go. To all my fellow fat friends, know that I am one of you. Like an albino child born on the African plains, I am always suspect because of my physical appearances. But I'm willing to wager that this is a condition we are both familiar with. From rotund to burdensome, we have all felt the weight of social judgment. Yeah, we were big. We were big things, but society made us into bigger things when they tiptoed around the elephants in the room, only to bump into us at struggled approaches to interact without hurting our feelings. We're big boys and girls. We don't need nor deserve any special treatment, but the last thing we need is to feel big and neglected. They treated us as if we came with a stock disclaimer, caution. Despite their size, they are actually quite frail, so they ejected us out of any real conversation. They made us into planets with how large they gazed up onto us, but our gravity couldn't keep them close because they decided that they needed less mass and more void in their space. Every day we are bombarded with the knowledge that we should feel worse because we are inferior, so much so that we have our own section of comedic jokes. The fact that calling someone fat is considered a derogatory is preposterous. The claim made is that just being fat by itself is a disgrace. Like being fat is so repulsive that we need a redeeming value to make up for it. And society has informed us of exactly that. They set parameters around us because apparently we're too big to accept just by ourselves. Like it takes some sort of extra compassion to love someone with twice the waist. Yet the real waste is that they have ever only given us half of what we really need to succeed in social groups. Half the love, half the compassion, and half the chances. We deserve half the chances we deserve, and wasted the rest on overstocking the attractive so that we can know our place as the fats in society. But don't worry, so society has let us know where we can be redeemed. If we are fat, we need to be funny and laugh at ourselves. If we are fat, we need to be nice and jolly, giving and caring, and never give in to tantrums. What I want to know is where all the skinny girls laughing at themselves for being thin. Why does being fat exclude us from negative emotions? Like we aren't allowed to show our raw humanness at all angles, just at one. How you fellow fats all respond to this bombardment is your own choosing. I understand that it takes a great sense of self-worth and determination just to let it go. Because the problem is that we won't let it go because it's that they won't let it go. And so we let ourselves go. Go out in the evening with undercover Taco Bell feasts into the secret fortresses of solitude because we can't even eat a baby carrot in public without feeling the shame and judgment from the eyes around us. And it's funny that even with their 360 degrees of vision, judging our measurements, they couldn't see the struggle. They never saw us eating the baby carrot instead of the Big Mac, or the sweat-stained shirts where we ran to try and get back into their desired mold. They never congratulated us along the way, only at the finish line. I do not cast judgment for nutrition because clearly the tabloid magazines aren't looking for healthy, nor does society give a damn what our fat to muscle ratio is. It is purely aesthetic. Our culture isn't attracted to fat, so it needed an excuse to justify the hate. I did not come to condemn, as so many before me have. I came to care. To vocalize that there are some among us who can look past the 3 digits on a scale. That there are those who enjoy your presence because you are an enjoyable person all on your own. I came to remind you that your booty still looks sexy as hell in those spandex pants, and that you can shake that ass at any club. Just remember who you're doing it for. To all who have cried blood and tears, hoping for eventual changes that seem to never come, and daily disappointments of our flubberish mound, I came tonight to remind you that you are loved and wanted, that in your own skin you can be safe and sound, and if you ever need reassurance that it's okay to hold those extra pounds, just listen to what the great Freddie Mercury once said. Fat bottom girls, you make the rock and roll go round.
Good stuff.
That's it. All right.